Okay, let's start with a vowel review. So first let's do the short sounds. A says ah, E says eh, I says I, O says ah, and U says uh. And then the long sounds, easy peasy because they're just the name of the letters. A, E, I, O, and U. And of course, we are both going to focus today on the long A sound, A. And we are going to write some words today. We're going to chop them up and write some words that have the long A in them. Before we do that, I want to review a couple of other sounds because these are going to be in the words that we're writing too. L says L, like our lion that's lapping up the lake. K says K, like the click of the camera. And of course, A, long A, says A. And we're going to focus also on the fact that we need silent E to help us make A say his name. Now, there's a little rhyme that I have to help kids remember, and it goes like this. When the E on the end plays the no talking game, that means it's silent, doesn't make a sound. The vowel before it says its name. So the vowel before it would be A, and it's going to say A. So silent E doesn't make a sound in the word. You're not going to say eh. You're not going to say anything when you see that there, when you're trying to stretch out that word. It just doesn't make a sound. So when the E on the end plays a no talking game, the vowel before it says its name. All right, so let's try and write some long A words. Let's start out with the word lake. Lake. And we come to a word that we don't know how to spell. We have to chop it up into its individual sounds. Ready? Lake. So what did you hear first? L. I did too. I heard L. Ooh. What's the next sound you hear? L-A. Did you hear that long A sound? Let's write it. A. And then what do you hear? L-A-K. I heard the sound of K, so that tall letter K. Kick it in, kick it out, K. Now, if I leave it like this, it's going to say lack because there's no reason for A to say its name. So what do I have to put on the end of this word to make A say A? Silent E, of course. So we're going to put that silent E on there. Lake, lake. All right. Now, let's do another word. Let's do mate. Like, I only had one sock. I couldn't find its mate, the one that matched, mate, the one that goes with it. All right, let's chop it up. Mate. All right, what do you hear first? Letter M, right? Let's write it. One line down, a bump, and a bump. It's kind of a messy M. Kind of ugly. All right, what do you hear next? A. I hear A. I hear A. Mate. You hear the T sound? Now, if we left it just like that, at. It says mat. What do we have to do to make A say A? Add that magic E. Add silent E to the end. Now it says mate. All right. Today, for your assignment, you are going to be reviewing the number and the number words that we did this week. We did 0 and 1. So you're going to write some zeros, write some ones. This is your handwriting assignment. And then down here, there's one apple on that tree. So you're going to write the number word 1. Remember, O-N-E, that spells 1. O-N-E spells number 1. There is one moon and one sun. O-N-E spells number 1. So you're going to write O-N-E. And on this one, you're going to write 0. And you're going to chop that up if you can't remember how to spell it. Z-E-R-O. 0. All right, so you write the number word under the tree with that number of apples. When you're all done with page 30, you can upload your work to Schoology.